Superheroes use their abilities or powers to better the community or world.
Standing in front of danger when people are in need of it.
To protect people. To save people whenever they need help. Like they call out, help!
Superheroes' responsibility is to keep people safe.
To save people from if they're stuck. To protect the world and not make any mistakes. Even though they might make mistakes. And it's okay if they make mistakes because they won't lose at all.
You need all these good traits to help people in all different ways.
It takes a lot of heart posture to make sure your heart's in the right place. Perseverance and strength, like internal strength, like to be able to speak up for people and to have a voice.
Kindness. How are you going to help people and better your community or the world if you're not kind?
My name is Angie Finley. I have one son named Sky. He is in the 4th grade with Mr. Slane, and we've been here for 6 years.
I'm Brian Edwards. We have 3 kids. Ethan, who is just turned 9, Madeline, who is 8, and then Grayson, who is 5, and he's in TK.
My name is Maribel. I have 2 kids in Alta Loma Christian School. I have Maddox, who's in 6th grade, and I have Xander, who's in pre-K.
We were in the Montessori setup before, so we had come over here on a tour. You know, everything was pretty normal, and then we went down to like that whole lower level, and they're like, oh, we do math, and you know, I think they were doing like multiplication or something like that. And we both looked at each other and we were like, what? You guys are doing math already? He's like kindergarten. And we're like, all right, we're gonna come here.
It was TK, so it was through the preschool, and Mrs. Lopez was just so nice and so kind, and we had conversation and just felt like at home. I felt like this could be a place where, you know, Sky could grow in faith and community, and we just really thought it would be a great fit.
I met with Mrs. Lopez for the interview, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, we're not good enough. I was really scared, but she was super nice, and I still love her. She was one of the main reasons I brought Xander for pre-K. She's still here, obviously, and she just, you could tell she has a love for kids, so, and I feel super comfortable with her.
He has had just such a great experience every single year with every teacher he's ever had.
Each teacher that we've had, they've all been like super involved, helping them out when they're struggling or, you know, explaining things differently so that they can understand it, pushing the child to be better, but not turning them off to where like I hate school type of thing.
Every year he has a new favorite teacher. Mrs. Lopez, Mr. Slane, Mrs. Anderson, every year, Mom, they're my favorite teacher, I love them. Him coming home and telling me and my husband that, it just makes me feel warm and fuzzy, you know, because, you know, I want him to be happy here, and he is.
There's a core class, and that 4th grade class is very close. We do lots of activities outside of school. Almost every half day, we meet at a park. So he gets to play with his friends, and there's a couple that have been with him since TK. They just know each other so well, and they love each other and they respect each other. So it makes for a better learning environment, really. It's like their family.
My name's Sophia, and I was here from TK all the way to 8th grade.
My name's Nora, and I was here from 1st grade to 8th grade.
I really enjoyed the small classes, and that like all the students were pretty much like one big family.
Here you get that like personal connection with your teacher, and you get to know them, and you get help from them pretty quickly. My favorite part of middle school was camp.
Camp in 8th grade, that was like the best part, 'cause we got to really get to know each other there.
We all connected at some point. We all found something that we all liked at the same time, which I really liked, and it was super helpful when it came to like getting to know people.
So I came from a public school system where the classrooms are huge. Jessica was private school. So the thing that we both combined wanted for our kids was to be a small classroom environment where they could have that one-on-one type of learning style. Like Montessori was kind of like, whatever they want to learn, they'll learn on their own speed, but we kind of want that push. And so that's why we came here. There's lots of push here.
Like looking back at it, ALCS helped me a lot with like just keeping myself organized and knowing what to do and how to set everything up and keep my time managed pretty well, especially being involved with sports. It has helped me a lot to know how to stay organized.
With the amount of work, it helped me to be responsible and talk to my teachers when I need an extension or something like that.
And the administration, they're so easy to contact. Whenever I email the office or call the office, they're easy to get a hold of. I can text Miss Linton right now for Xander, and she always texts back super fast. Just the communication is always there, and I appreciate that.
I feel like we've been listened to. If there's ever an issue, especially Jessica, she's very outspoken. So she'll go and hey, this is an issue. And they work with us to get it solved. It's a team effort. There's no hierarchy where there's no, we can't do that, sorry. It's, what's wrong? How can we fix it? Let's work together as a team to make it happen.
I don't know that if my kids were in a public school, that I know they wouldn't be getting the attention they're getting now from their teachers. Nor would the teachers or the office, the administration know who I am. If I call and say, oh, this is Maribel, I'm Maddox's mom, they'd be like, Maddox who? But they know who I am when I call.
So I'm a vibe person, so it has to be a good vibe because I want my kids to want to go to school. So the vibe is at the top of the list for me.
From dropping the kids off in car line, picking them up, again, calling the office, or just walking through the school and saying hi to the different teachers and to the Dr. Nichols, the love that Dr. Nichols has for the kids, it makes me cry.
I love seeing him thrive. I just love it, and I love the friendships that not only he is making, but I'm making. I've made some wonderful mom friendships, and we get together too, whether it be for prayer or activities, with or without our kids. So you can't ask for a better experience than that.
The teachers here have, I think, helped me reach almost a deeper faith in Christ.
Miss Royce last year in Bible has really taught me what I believe in. It helped me with my faith and to be more rooted in what I believe in.
Here at ALCS, the teachers are there for you. They're here to pray for you. They're here for any of your needs. If you don't want to talk about it at home, they're here for you as almost another family. They take care of you and they care about what's going on in your life.
If my kids were superheroes, I would want them to bring the world together. That's what I feel like we're missing in today's modern age, is we're all disconnected. We're all focused on the phone, we're distracted. So bringing people together and having that conversation and being real friends again, I think that would be awesome to see in the world.
What I hear over and over again from his teachers is he's always wanting to help. Somebody's in need, there's Sky. He wants to help, he wants to come to the rescue. So that would be his superhero trait.
So if Maddox were to become a superhero, I think because of his leadership qualities, that he'd be a leader. The teachers have noticed that over the years, and they said that in his progress report. So I hope that he uses that in his life and does God's work.
Maybe I would become a superhero that would be smart. It doesn't make you a superhero by just saving somebody, but it even makes you a superhero in looking inside of yourself.
I think I'm the person that would speak up. That'd be my superpower. Powerful voice. My teachers, it sounds kind of funny, but they tell me to use my voice. I'll sometimes be very quiet and they're like, use your voice, use your powerful voice. You can't just stay quiet in a corner, you honestly just have to use it, and you have to show that you have a voice.
Your abilities can be anything, so whether you make an invention, come up with new medicine, or do anything that helps your community, then I think that makes you a superhero because you're changing people's lives for the better using your abilities, which you gotta acquire through learning.
I was already sure that this was a great school and I was happy that my kids were here, but during COVID, I was like, I know for sure. And I thank God every day that, literally every day, I thank God that the kids are here because I feel that they're safe and that they're well taken care of and that they're learning about Jesus and they're learning the academics. So all those things combined, I'm grateful for the school for sure.